Hello viewer, welcome back to Let's Play Back to Saturn X. I, as always, am MAP534 Dog, and this is MAP15, Tricyclic Looper, I think is how you pronounce it. So I've been slacking on the Duke Nukem and Back to Saturn X, videos, and, well, sorry. Don't know what else to tell you. I've been, doing things. So I like to record, Super Meat Boy and Duke 3 usually I record. Those kinds of Let's Plays, kind of like all in a big row and then add commentary later. And then do all of those commentaries in like a huge ordeal, like I record them all in like an hour or something. But these I like to record, once a day, kind of, to space myself out, to kind of keep my opinion, I guess I like to record the commentary at least right afterwards usually on these, because I still have my opinion and my memory of the map fresh in my mind. And so if anything happens, unfortunately, that means that these are the ones that are going to be delayed. Duke 3D I just haven't recorded yet. I started episode 4, but I haven't finished necessarily recording them. Don't think I can do map 31 today, but I might try. I'm super tired. And it's like super with those 2 dots over the U, so it's like super tired. Kind of like Uber, but different. Nonetheless, this map, I like this map, but at the same time I kind of hated it. Maybe it's because I played it, super tired, but, I don't know, it's just, I thought it was a frustrating map. It was a fine map. I really like just how many barrels are in it. It's kind of fun every once in a while to just fucking blow something up with a barrel like that. And it makes you feel like a boss, to put it in stupid terms, but I don't know, I just really like barrels. Unfortunately, I didn't really like the fights in this map. I don't know. First of all, this map was way kind of easy, up until like the very end. And even then, only like the very end of the normal exit. I mean, I die a couple times, and there's a few good traps here and there, but for the most part, the enemy placement, or the enemies are just mostly cacodemons and zombies and imps, which seems kind of odd this late in the WOD. I mean, I know they had pretty much had to put this at map 15 because it has the secret exit. Which, yes, I do get, and yes, we're going to do the secret level. But, I don't know, it feels kind of weird after the last few maps to just kind of have this, this level here. Also, this level's layout is a bit confusing. I get lost. I had to cut some parts out where I get lost. I didn't cut all of it out. But basically, if there were long portions where I wasn't shooting anything, I cut it out. So, but, for the most part, it's a fine map. It's not one of my favorites. This music track is not one of my favorites either. Like, I don't know. This is the first music track that I can probably say that kind of got on my nerves. I don't know, it just sounded kind of annoying. No offense to whoever composed this music track. The name escapes me at the moment. I'm in a kind of almost a fugue state, or how would you pronounce that? Is it fugue or fugue? Or it's like F-U-G-U-E, whatever. I'm in kind of like a half awake state, so names escape me right now. Can't think of details. Probably would like this map better if I played it awake. It's not a bad map, but it's just kind of The secrets are pretty easy to find. once you realize that all of the secrets are pretty much just the computer panels that are marked with green. Which is kind of lazy actually, because then, oh, that's a secret, oh, that's a secret, now it's become super predictable and lazy and boring, and it's like making all of your secrets a miscolored wall, you know, or a secret teleporter. It just gets old. But if it helps me to find the secret level easier, which it kind of didn't, and it kind of did, then I'm all for it. I mean, obviously, secret exits are kind of in WADs, I think. They're kind of made to be obvious. At least in this one, it seems like it was made to be obvious because they wanted you to, you know, play the secret level. And there's some, you know, there's some WADs that actually just have the secret level as a main level, and they just make the normal exit the secret exit, and have no normal exit to map 16. They just go straight to map 31 and then to 32. Which I think is nice. You know, it gives you more bang for your buck. No one's going to not play the secret level, so it's kind of removes a bit of the strain of finding a secret exit. Although I guess, I don't know. Secret exits, it seems like a kind of, I don't want to say outdated. Seems like an arcadey, old school kind of concept in Doom to me. Because it's like Doom 2 was a game. It was like a full 32 levels, you know? And you didn't know there were secret levels if you played Doom 2 for the first time. Well, you didn't necessarily know. You didn't necessarily know where they were. But, you know, all these Doom 2 WADs, you know, oh, it's probably going to be on, for the most part, it's going to be on map 15, and then there's going to be, you know, the secret level, and so people just tend to take time on map 15 especially, which kind of slows down the flow of the gameplay experience for me. But I'm probably talking out of my ass here because I'm super tired. That's just what it seems like to me. My personal opinion, of course. I don't want to offend or say anything, you know. If you think secret levels are great, cool. I don't mind them. I don't mind having them as secret exits. I think it's cool. I'm having that extra bonus, but it just seems like a kind of thing that people would just, if they didn't find it in the first place, they'd just skip to it. Or, you know, it's kind of like a given. Ruins a bit of the wonder element from having a secret level, in my opinion. Visually, this map is fine. It reminds me of a lot of an early map, which also had a lot of vents, but the name escapes me. Like the slot of the map escapes me. But yeah, this map has another sprawling kind of layout. You know, 2 exits does pretty much entails at least a degree of non-linearity if you're going for the whole 2 exits thing, so it's no wonder that it's a bit confusing. And if you're just going for the normal exit, it's not that bad, I find it. But I find it quickly. With the secret exit, you know, obviously it would take some time to get to know. Although I did end up running around in just circles, probably because I was so tired, you know? And I really didn't mean to pull out the plasma rifle right there, but fuck it. I already wasted the 40, so eh. That's why I kind of liked, I kind of wish BFG, you know, the BFG had its own ammo. Because, you know, sharing ammo is fine, it reduces the file size, it's fine. But, on the other hand, it means that if you... Because the BFG doesn't tend to get pulled out automatically, unlike the, you know, the shotgun or whatever. What tends to get pulled out is the plasma rifle. And if you're just trying to shoot enemies, you're gonna be holding down the trigger using whatever comes up. Hopefully it's not a rocket launcher. I don't think the rocket launcher... It doesn't really, it doesn't ever deploy automatically. I guess deploy would be a good word. It doesn't automatically switch to the rocket launcher because they don't want you blowing your face open. An unfortunate reality about Duke 3D is that they do pull up the RPG sometimes, which I don't like. But they tend to pull the plasma gun after or before the BFG. It has more priority because they don't want you to waste 40 shells or cells. I can understand that. But at the same time, if you're just holding down the fire button, just shooting mindlessly, you're gonna end up, you know, wasting a BFG shot by accident eventually. I do. I mean, when you're just trying to avoid thousands of projectiles and trying to survive, the weapon kind of escapes you at the moment. At least when I'm playing. It kind of escapes me. As long as it shoots and kills, then I'm good. This part I do die in because one of the few good traps coming up here. It's kind of a cheap trap, but I guess I'm not in the, you know, Doom mood, you know. Because if this map happened in another map, or if this trap happened in another map, I'd probably be like, yeah, that was good, man. They're amping up the difficulty, but here it's just like, cheap. Basically, there's a mancubus behind me, and I did not realize that, and I end up actually holding my own here for a while before finally kicking the bucket to this Hell Knight, which is unfortunate. Oh, whoa. Okay, I just had like a head rush. Yeah, I didn't get much sleep last night, you know? You wake up in the middle of the night and then you can't sleep, and then when you have to stay awake during the day so you don't fuck up your sleep schedule, it hurts. It feels like I'm dying on the inside. But you gotta fight through it, man. You gotta do things for my YouTube audience. So yeah, 31 and 16 will be up tomorrow. So I'll get caught right back up. It won't be too bad. I believe that 16 is actually a hub map, if I'm not mistaken, so I'll probably have to also do 17. So that's 3 maps gonna be up tomorrow. And Duke 3D will continue, you know, right after that. But yeah, not much I can say. This is a long video. We're only 13 minutes in. See, that's when I realized that all the green panels were essentially switches or secret doors. Which, as I've pointed out, I kind of don't like, and I kind of do like it. I mean, it makes the secret exit, you know, job easier for me since I'm going to go out of my way to find it anyways, but at the same time, it does feel kind of lazy. Feels a bit, you know, it takes away the secret element when you reveal how to find a secret. Kind of like if they just put a big arrow saying secret here. You know, it kind of takes away from it. This fight right here, I fucking hate this fight. This is probably my least favorite fight in the whole WAD. All these Cacodemons start spawning in. Maybe it's because I'm playing in vanilla, But you can't run under the cacodemons. But they can, you know, do all sorts of acrobatic shit. So you're constantly getting blocked and mauled from all sides by things that are above your, you know, your field of view vertically. You know, you can't see them. You can't shoot them because you have to use auto aim, and it really sucks. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if, you know, the mapper, his name would be... His name is, Mechadon, who I've seen around the Doom World forums. I'm sorry if you put, you know, thought and time and effort into this cacodemon trap, but it fucking sucks. Sorry, I can't put it any more, you know, bluntly than that. But I really just didn't like this trap. It was so, it felt so cheap to me. Especially vanilla. And one thing I don't understand is that aren't cacodemons supposed to like lower like that when you walk towards them? There I go, wasting more cells again. Regardless, as long as you stand like way in the back, they won't get you, so it makes the fight a bit easier on yourself. Or at least it did on me. There's not much I can say about this map. I mean, there's, you know, parts I'd like to discuss when we get to them, but you know, my overall impressions of this map are, for the most part, it's a pretty map. I don't know. I don't know. I enjoy it, kind of. It has good design, kind of. What the hell is that thing anyways? Is that where the cacodemons spawn out of? Because I didn't... Listen, I'm super tired, so excuse me if I'm not exactly making my my points clear. I'm just saying that this map was kind of iffy. You know, a bit on the meh side, if you ask me. Which is unfortunate. I mean, even the music track isn't that good. Like, this is the first music track in Back to Saturn X that I can say that I would probably skip over. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just my tired, half-awake state, but nothing impresses me as much anymore. Anyways, we're gonna actually uncover the door to the secret exit here in a bit, but we can't go through it because, as you can tell, we are missing exactly one key, and that one key actually makes all the difference, because we need the blue key to activate the secret exit. Unfortunately, it's going to take us another, like, 18 minutes to find it, so... In the meantime, I show off the rest of the map. There's a lot of these parts where you're in a tight, enclosed space, and it just kind of opens up to reveal, usually demons, or pinkies, if you will. Which I find kind of gets old, as well. Along with the green panels being obviously marked secrets, I find that the constant that lowering kind of gets old. I mean, it's a good trick every once in a while to kind of expand an area and make you go, whoa, you know? But after a few times, it does get predictable. I think I'm gonna... I feel like I'm gonna... Maybe dying is too harsh of a word, but I feel like I'm going to pass out, just kersplat myself onto the ground. Or in my chair, I should say, because I don't record these standing up. Who does that? Yeah, that's the secret exit door. We can't get to it yet. I don't even realize where the blue key is until later. I actually have the... I'm not sure where I even got the computer map, but it's helpful. I don't see why they would have to make all the secrets obviously marked by green wall panels if they're just going to give you the computer map, which if you're dedicated enough to just actually open the auto map every once in a while and figure it out, you can pretty much find the secret exit through that alone. It's not hard. So I don't see why they had to go out and create some kind of, you know, color scheme for secrets when there's already pretty much a cheat sheet. But what do I know? I'm no good mapper. I'm halfway decent, but I'm no John Romero. Yeah, this music track does start to grate on your ears after a while. After, you know, 30 minutes, it starts to get old. It's unfortunate. And it feels like one of the less... You know, it still has that, you know, atmosphere of the rest of the Back to Saturn X maps, but it feels less so atmospheric. It feels more arcadey and shoot 'em up, and it kind of doesn't fit the WAD that's trying to go for atmosphere as opposed to gameplay alone. I mean, there's this part of the music which is fine. It's slow, it has atmosphere, it feels epic, but then you get to the main part and it has that annoying, yeah. Actually, it reminds me of for some reason, don't get this, you know, this is kind of weird, but it reminds me of a track from Super Mario Sunshine, but which track it is escapes me. But it does remind me of a Mario Sunshine track, which is odd to say the least, but it's just what popped into my head personally. Whoa. Yeah, I get lucky with this arch file right here. I seem to be getting lucky with arch vials a lot. It's kind of good. Anyways, this is the normal exit area, which has a bit of a surprise for anyone willing to go to the normal exit for whatever reason. One thing I never understood is that sometimes they actually make the secret exits easier on you than the normal exits. I'll explain. See that cyber demon? Yeah, he'll fuck you up. Probably shouldn't have saved there, but yeah. I try to fight him. I eventually, to no avail, because I eventually just give up. He's just, you know, you can't just BFG him, because you can't get close to him. There's a fence in the way, so unfortunately you gotta gung-ho it either to the exit, or take your time and rocket launcher or shotgun him or something. Plasma rifle. I try to no avail. Then eventually I go out for the secret exit, which doesn't have a cyber demon. I mean, it is in the same area, but the cyber demon is not prominently featured. Which I don't understand why they would make the secret exit easier than the normal exit. I mean, aren't you supposed to go to greater lengths to find the secret, level? As opposed to the normal exit? Seems like kind of a ass backwards kind of approach, if you ask me. Like in Doom, E3 M6 Mount Pain. Obviously, the secret exit is faster and easier to take than the normal exit, if you know how. E1 M3. See, I cut over here to where I finally. Let me tell you, that took a while. The auto mapping is kind of confusing to look at. I mean, it's not textured, unless these are textured. It's not textured like Doom 3. There's no overlay. I'm talking about vanilla Doom here. So, it is kind of confusing to read. Where was I? Yeah. And E2 M5 in Command Center. One of my favorite maps in Ultimate Doom, period. I pretty much never. I mean, sometimes I go to normal exit just because I like the fight, and I like the fights and the vistas and the scenery, and I like the way it looks. Sometimes I go for 100%, but for the most part, if I'm just playing casually, there's no way in hell I'm gonna go all the way down to the normal exit when I can save myself precious, health, ammo, and time by just going to the secret level. I guess the episode 1 secret level is kind of debatable because it takes about the same amount of time to get from normal exit as it does to get to the secret exit from the secret switch, I guess. Actually, it might take a bit. Anyways, I guess I have to kind of abandon this topic that I'm trying to find the right words for, because we're at the end of the map, guys. But yeah, it's an okay map, nothing special really, in my opinion. But what do I know? Anyways, story. Roll of the dice. Kick in the head. Confounded by technology, I risked the use of the strange device, and found myself whisked away, destined to do it the hard way. Which is the title of the next map, the secret level, and I will see you guys then!